Hello all, we're continuing our conversation in chapter 6. This is part 3. We're talking more about the construction processes today. Here we go. Here you see the phases of typical project development for design and construction and building or renovating projects, including sports facilities, offices, or any other type of large-scale facility. Pre-planning feasibility is a critical step in facility development, ensuring that projects are viable, cost-effective, and aligned with operational needs. A thorough feasibility study assesses factors such as budget, site conditions, regulations, and long-term functionality. Proper pre-planning minimizes risks, streamlines construction, and enhances overall project success. The programming phase is essential to facility design, as it establishes the foundation for a successful project. By defining space requirements, assessing the site, evaluating client needs, setting a budget and schedule, and developing an operational plan, this phase ensures that the facility meets functional, financial, and logistical expectations. Proper programming minimizes challenges during later stages and optimizes overall project efficiency. During the schematic design phase, various documents and drawings are created to establish a vision for the project. These materials provide a foundation for communication and allow for early stage feedback and adjustments. A conceptual site plan helps define the layout of the site, while preliminary building plans outline the overall structure. Sections and elevations are critical in showing the building's vertical dimensions and relationships between spaces. Single line diagrams are particularly useful for depicting the building's systems in a simplified manner. The involvement of the facility planning committee in reviewing these architectural documents is crucial at this stage. By doing so, they can ensure the design aligns with the functional, operational, and aesthetic goals. This feedback loop allows designers to refine the concept and address any potential issues before moving to the next phase of design. In the design development, the architect finalizes key aspects of the project, including the size, site location, elevation, aesthetics, materials, room sizes, locations, and building systems. The design evolves from the initial concepts to a more detailed and refined representation of the final building. The architect will integrate the feedback from the facility planning committee to ensure that the design aligns with the project's goals and requirements. Once the design is refined, the architect will prepare the blueprints, which will serve as the primary guide for the project's construction. These blueprints may be extremely precise, as they are critical for project bidding and estimating construction costs. After the blueprints are finalized, the facility planning committee needs to review them thoroughly. Any overlooked details or discrepancies at this stage can significantly affect the project's timeline and budget. Once reviewed and approved, state and local permitting submissions are made to ensure that the project complies with all regulations and codes. This is a key step before moving forward to the construction phase. The construction documents are crucial as they communicate the design intent and provide the detailed information needed for the contractor to execute the project. These documents are prepared by the architect and engineer design team and are essential for administering the contract for construction. The construction documents are typically divided into two parts. You have the procurement documents, which include documents like bidding instructions, proposals, and contracts. They help the project owner select a contractor and establish the terms and conditions of the contract. And the contract documents. These include the actual construction drawings and specifications that define the work to be completed, materials to be used, and standards to be followed. They serve as the legal and technical basis for the contract between the owner and the contractor. The goal of the construction drawings is to provide a clear and detailed set of plans that include schematics and specifications. These documents must be comprehensive enough to allow the contractor to understand the full scope of the project including materials, techniques, and construction methods. With this level of detail, the contractor can accurately estimate the cost of construction and submit a competitive bid. Additionally, the specifications which accompany the drawings further elaborate on materials, quality standards, and workmanship requirements, ensuring everything meets the desired criteria for the project's execution. This phase is critical for aligning expectations, securing appropriate permits, and ensuring the project stays on budget and on schedule. In a competitive bidding process, contractors or a construction manager seeks bids from either general contractors or subcontractors, depending on the project structure. The goal is to select the best contractor to execute the project, ensuring that the terms align with the owner's expectations and budget. Here's a breakdown of the preliminary responsibilities involved in this process. First, you have to decide on the type of bidding pool. Is it going to be open bidding versus selective bidding? Open bidding allows all interested contractors to submit bids for the project, promoting broad competition. Selective bidding is more restrictive and involves a pre-qualifying contractor to ensure that they have the appropriate experience, expertise, and financial stability to handle the project. This method is often used for more complex or high-value projects to ensure quality control, or it could be in the for-profit organization versus a nonprofit or governmental organization. Contractors must be evaluated based on factors like experience, financial stability, track record of similar projects, and ability to meet the required schedule and budget. It is oftentimes difficult to find contractors who have worked in sports facilities or on sports facilities. So that's an important factor as well. Pre-qualification forms or processes may be used to gather this information, ensuring only qualified contractors are allowed to submit bids. Then it's preparing and issuing the bid package. The bid package includes essential documents such as construction drawings, specifications, project schedule, and contract terms. Clear instructions on how to submit the bid, including the required format, deadlines, and any conditions must also be included. And communication of the bid decisions. After evaluating the bids, the facility planning committee or project owner selects the winning contractor. It is important to inform all bidders of the decision, providing feedback when appropriate. This helps maintain transparency in the process and fosters good relationships with contractors, whether they win or lose the bid. By following these steps, the process remains fair and structured, helping the project owner select the best contractor for the job while adhering to budget and timeline constraints. It also ensures that all parties are on the same page and that the project moves forward smoothly. The various phases and milestones of a construction project all have their own set of activities and objectives. In the pre-construction phase, this phase involves all the planning, design, and coordination that must occur before actual construction begins. Some key activities during this phase include finalizing the design and obtaining necessary permits and approvals, establishing the budget, timeline, and procurement process, selecting the contractor and other key personnel, and preparing construction documents, and ensuring that all stakeholders are aligned on the same scope and objectives. In the construction phase, this is the place where the physical building process takes place. So key activities include site preparation. So you're doing clearing and excavation and foundation work. So you're framing, electrical and plumbing installations, and all the other structural work. And ongoing inspections to ensure that construction follows the approved plans and meets all codes and regulations. And coordination of various trades of contractors and subcontractors as well as suppliers to keep the project moving forward on time. Post-construction phase begins once the building is nearly finished and includes tasks required to prepare the building for occupancy and handover. Activities during this phase typically include final inspections and testing of building systems, ensuring that all punch list items remaining minor tasks or issues are completed, finalizing documentation such as warranties, operation manuals, and maintenance plans, owner training on how to use the building systems and equipment, and handover of the building to the owner. There is substantial completion phase, which is a milestone that's reached when the project is practically complete, meaning that the building is ready for its intended use, even though some minor work may still remain. At this point, the building is safe for occupancy and the owner can take possession. The contractor typically submits a certificate of substantial completion to indicate that the work is almost complete, and final inspection may still be impending for some areas. And final completion. This occurs after substantial completion once all remaining work and corrections, such as the punch list items, have been finished. At this point, the project is officially complete. The contractor hands over final documentation to the owner, and the building is fully operational and all contractual obligations are met. The final payment is made to the contractor and the warranty period begins. Each of these phases is essential for ensuring a project is completed successfully, on time, and within budget, while meeting the expectations of the owner and all stakeholders involved. Understanding facility construction processes is essential for designing functional and efficient spaces. A well-planned construction approach ensures that the facility meets operational needs, enhances user experience, and aligns with safety and sustainability standards. Familiarity with these processes allows for better decision-making, cost management, and long-term adaptability of the facility. And that is all that I have for you today. We'll be transitioning into Chapter 7 in our next session. Have a great day.